Good day, dear students. Welcome to another video episode that will give you a helpful learning experience. I am Sir Vil, your English 9 teacher and your companion for a better way to understand English.
In our previous lesson, we learned a great way to engage into a poem or any literary text through examining the tone, word choice, imagery, style, and theme, or what we call twist, which helps you focus on reading the poem to look deeper at the author's meaning. Today is another fun-filled learning experience as we continue to explore the world of literature, and this time with the use of sound devices, anchored in the most essential learning competencies and guided by our objectives of the day. Letter A, identify the different sound devices. Letter B, express the significance of sound devices in poetry. And letter C, use sound devices in composition. Are you now ready? Let's go! Do you recognize the beautiful lady on the screen? I guess yes. Who doesn't know her, right? She's none other than Katy Perry. Can you name some of her songs? Alright, but for those who don't know, Katy Perry is a famous singer in Hollywood. And some of her big hits are Part of Me, California Girls, Last Friday Night, and Unconditionally. One of her most notable songs is Firework. In this song, Katy Perry is trying to say that we should not be afraid to express who we really are inside and not letting your flaws stop you from having a great life. Let us appreciate the song by listening to it, or you can even sing along with it.
Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting through the wind, wanting to start again? Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in? Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under screens but no one seems to hear a thing? Do you know that there's still a chance for you, 'cause there's a spark in you? You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just own the night like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, show 'em what you work. Make 'em go as you shoot across the sky. Space, your original cannot be replaced. If you only knew what the future holds, after a hurricane comes a rainbow. Maybe a reason why all the doors are closed, so you could open one that leads you to the perfect road. Like a lightning bolt, your heart will glow, and when it's time, you know you just gotta ignite the light and let it shine.
Thank you for listening and singing along with the song. This time, let's dig into the lyrics of Fireworks. Do you ever feel already buried deep, 6 feet under screams but no one seems to hear a thing? Let's focus on the words six, screams, and seems. They all begin in what letter? Correct, they begin in letter S, which produces the sound S. S. Notice that the S sound is repeated at the beginning of each word, as six, screams, and seems. How about this one? Boom, boom, boom. Even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. Can you see a word that is repeated? Correct. The word boom is repeated 3 times in a line, as well as moon is also repeated 3 times in the line. Next is, you just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just own the night like the 4th of July. Kindly look at the words in red. Let's read all of them. Ignite, light, night. Do they have the same sounds? Yes. So meaning, ignite, light, and night do have a repeated sound. The words we had earlier from the lyrics has something to do with repetition. Now, what is a repetition? Repetition is a figures of speech which creates rhythm and bring attention through the recurrence of sounds, syllables, words, phrases, and lines in poetry. And poetic devices relies on repetition. Sound devices are literary elements used in prose and poetry to stress certain sounds and create musical effects. One of them is rhyme. Rhyme in poetry is when 2 or more words or phrases end in the same sound. It makes the poem musical. Let's have this sample from the song earlier. You just gotta ignite the light. What are the 2 words that rhymes? Correct. Ignite and light. We also call this as internal rhyme. It is when the words in a line of the poem has the same sound. Another, like a lightning bolt, your heart will glow, and when it's time, you'll know. What are the 2 words that rhyme? Alright, glow and know. They do have the same sounds. However, we call them end rhyme. It is when the ending words in each line of the poem has the same sound. Again, there are 2 types of rhyme. Internal rhyme, it's when the words in a line of the poem has the same sound. And end rhyme, it's when the ending words in each line of the poem has the same sounds. Next, we have alliteration. Alliteration is a repetition of the same consonant sound at the beginning of the words in a sentence or line. Let's have this as example. 6 feet under screams, but no one seems to hear a thing. Take a look at the word 6, screams, and seems. As we have said, alliteration is the repetition of the same consonant sound at the beginning of the words in each lines. Do we have a repetition of consonant sound at the beginning? What sound is it? The sound of S. the consonant sound S in six, screams, and seems. Another example. Let's all read. Doubting, drearing, dreams no mortal entered there to dream before. This is from Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven. What consonant sound is repeated at the beginning of the words? Alright, the sound D. D. In doubting, drearing, dreams, dared, and dream. Another sound device is consonance. Consonance is the repetition of consonant sound within and at the end of the word in each sentence or line. While in alliteration, it is the repetition of same consonant sound at the beginning. Let's take a look at this example. 6 feet under screams, but no one seems to hear a thing. Look at the word screams and seems. What consonant sound is repeated within each words? Alright, the consonant sound for screams and seems. Another is in the words under and here. What consonant sound is repeated in each words? Alright, the consonant sound R for under and here. Another example from Edgar Allan Poe's The Raven. Let's all read. Some late visitor entering entrance at my chamber door. What consonant sound is repeated within or at the end of the words? Correct. The consonant sound T. T for late, visitor, entering, entrance, and at. Next is assonance. Assonance is the repetition of the same vowel sound within words in a sentence or line. While earlier, alliteration and consonance has something to do with the repetition of consonant sound, assonance focus on the same vowel sounds within words in a line or a sentence. Going back to the lyrics, you just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just own the night like the 4th of July. What consonant sound is repeated in the words ignite, light, shine, and night? Correct. They have the long I for ignite, light, shine, and night. Another example. Along the windowsill, the lipstick stabs glittered in their steel shells. Looking at the words window, sill, lipstick, glittered, what vowel sound is repeated within the words? Alright, it has short I. Again, for the long I, we have ignite, light, shine, and night. However, for a short I, we have window, sill, lipstick, and glittered. Next is the onomatopoeia. Pronounced as onomatopoeia, it is defined as a word which imitates the natural sounds of a thing. It creates a sound effect that mimics the thing described, making the description more expressive and interesting. It's like, for example, in the lyrics earlier. Boom, 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 even brighter than the moon, moon, moon. Boom, boom, boom is a repetition which is mimicking the sound or describing the sound of fireworks. It describes the sound of an explosive fireworks. Another example for onomatopoeia is the word meow, or should I say meow, for cats. When we sneeze, we say achoo, and we write that as achoo. And when the phone is ringing, the descriptive word for the sound is ring. Ring. Can you now spy on sound devices that is used in a line or sentence? I know you can. To help us practice more, let's take a look at this line. Everybody, let's read. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. What sound devices can be found in this line? Do we have a rhyme? Do we have alliteration, consonants, or assonants? Again, let's read the line. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. Are there rhyming words? Correct, there are rhyming words. The rhyming words are Peter, Piper, and pepper. Do they have the same sound? Yes. Again, let's read the words. Peter, Piper, pepper. How about an alliteration? Can we find an alliteration in the line? Let's read the line again. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. Is there an alliteration? Yes, there is. There is a repetition of the consonant sound P at the beginning of each word in the line, as in for Peter, Piper, picked, pecked, pickled, and pepper. How about the consonants? Is there consonants in the line? Again, let's read the line. Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. There is. There are actually 3 consonants in the line. First is the repetition of the consonant sound R in the words Peter, Piper, and pepper. Another is the repetition of the consonant sound P within the words of Piper and pepper. And lastly, the consonants, which is a repetition of the consonant sound K in the words picked, packed, and pickled. How about an assonance? Is there an assonance in the line? Yes, there is. Actually, there are 3 assonants in the line. The first is the short I sound in the words picked and pickled. Again, short I sounds in the picked and pickled. Another is the schwa sound in Peter, Piper, and pepper. Schwa sound is the vowel sound in those words. And lastly, the short E sounds or E in pecked and pepper. How about an onomatopoeia? Can we find an onomatopoeia in the line Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper? There is no onomatopoeia in the line. In conclusion, sound devices can be present in a line all at once, just like in Peter, Piper, pick a peck of pickled pepper. All the sound devices are present. It has the rhyme, alliteration, consonants, as well as assonance. Let us try to answer these questions. First, it is the repetition of similar sounds in words within the line or at the end of the lines. Their answer is letter A, rhyme. Number 2, it is the repetition of the same consonant sound at the beginning of the words in a sentence or line. The answer is letter B, alliteration. Number 3, it is the repetition of the same consonant sound at the beginning of the words in a sentence or line. The answer is consonants. Number 4, repetition of the same vowel sound within words in a sentence or line. It is letter D, assonance. And lastly, a word which imitates the natural sounds of a thing is called letter A, onomatopoeia. What do you think is the reason why we use sound devices? It is important because number 1, it gives musical quality. Number 2, it creates the mood. And number 3, it emphasizes important ideas. Don't forget, again, it gives musical quality. Number 2, it creates mood. And number 3, it emphasizes important ideas. To wrap up what we have discussed today, we tackled 5 sound devices. The first is rhyme. Rhyme happens when 2 or more words or phrases that ends in the same sound. Next is alliteration. Alliteration is the repetition of the same consonant sound at the beginning of each word in a line. While consonance is the repetition of the same consonant sound within or at the end of the words in each line. Assonance is the repetition of the same vowel sounds within the words in a line. And lastly, onomatopoeia, which words that imitates the natural sounds of a thing. Job well done, kids! I believe you are now ready to apply what you have learned in your compositions. Thank you, and once again, I am Sir Vil, your English teacher and your companion for a better way to understand English. Till our next learning adventure, bye!